Hey, welcome back. In this video, we're going to focus on creating a percent bar graph. So it says Zoe surveyed the 6th grade students about their favorite subject. The table shows the results. Use this information in the table to create a percent bar graph. Okay, so it says math is 16. In other words, 16 students said math was their favorite subject. 12 said English. Science was 4. And then social studies was 8. So since we're talking percent, you have to remember percent is out of 100. So that is, the whole is 100%. So we need to look at the frequency and add them up and get our total. So this would be 28 and this is 12. So the total is 40. So I'm going to create proportion. 40 is my total and 100% is my total, or out of, or the whole, however you want to look at it. Now I need to do this 4 times. So the first one, I'm going to use the math, which is 16 over 40. The next one is English, which is 12 over 40. And remember, it's all out of 100%. All I'm doing is creating a proportion table, whatever you want to call it. I call it a proportion, 4 out of 40. And so you got to think back like equivalent fractions, you know, where you learn that in elementary. Okay, so because 40 doesn't go into 100 easily, it does, just it's easier to scale down. So let me show you what I mean. 16 and 40 are both even, so we'll scale down by half. Times half, or divide by 2, which will give you 8 over 20. I could continue one more time if I want to. Some of you can see the relationship already. So we'll scale down by half again. And we're only doing half because they're even, and that means they're both divisible by 2. So this becomes 4 over 10. So now, instead of going from 40 to 100, I'm going to go from 10 to 100. So, how does 10 become 100? Well, we'll times it by 10, or scale it by 10, and my scale factor is 10, and then I'll scale 4 by 10, and that will give me 40%. All right, now we're going to knock out the English, and we're going to scale that down by half again, which is my scale factor. I could have done 40 and 100, and we can do that on the next one, so you can see there are different options. So this becomes 20 when I scale down by half, or divide by 2. The same thing. This will give me 6. Now, if you notice, 20 goes into 100 easily. You times it by 5, so we'll scale by 5. Scale 6 by 5. And that actually gives me 30%. So I should put. Now we're going to move on to science. I'll scale down a different way. We'll see how that works out for us. So these are both even. So in other words, I can divide them both by 2. I'm noticing they can both be divided by 10. So let's go with the 10. Divide by 10, or times by 1/10. And then this gives me 4, and then 100 divided by 10 is 10. Okay, then I'm going to scale down by 2. You could have used the same as the other ones. I just wanted to show you you can do different options. Sorry about my dog. Okay, so half of 4 is 2. Half of 10 is 5. So now I'm going to go from, instead of 2 to 5, I'm going to go from 2 to 4. Scale that by 2. Scale 5 by 2, which is just ratio tables in essence. And if you can get in really good with ratio tables, you're good to go. So 5 times 2 is 10. So this actually is 10%. Okay. And since I know 4 is 10%, well then social studies is double that, which is 20%. But let's show you, because we are here to learn. So we'll scale down 8 and 40 by 2, so that becomes 4 over 20. And the only reason I rewrote it is I ran out of space. We know 20 times 5 is 100. That's my scale factor, not my answer. So it is 20%, just to show you. Okay, I'm going to do a percent bar. Now remember, percent is out of 100. The entire bar is 100%. I'm going to break it up into 10 parts. I'm going to do the best I can by eyeballing it. Okay, so I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They should be perfect, but I apologize. You just have to bear with me. All of them are 100%. None of them are 0%. So if 10 pieces make up 100, that means each part is 10%. So for math is 40%. So what that means is I'm going to use 4 of them. And this will be math. Now, I'm going to use a different color, and then I need 3 because each one is 10%. So for 3 of them, that will give me the English. And then take a step back and think, how many pieces or of the 100% do I need for the science? If you said 1, you are correct. Switch colors. This will be science. And last but not least is social studies. And we would take 2. So for this is social studies. So the mode of this data is math. Mode meaning the most showed up. But that wasn't what the question was. I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so hopefully this helped you creating a percent bar graph, I mean. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe.